Give me just a little bit of time and hear me out. I think everybody should have an everyday carry system. But that being said, your everyday carry system doesn't have to be a massive backpack. So in this video, I want to show you my compact everyday carry system that offers a lot of functionality without a lot of weight. Thanks for being here. Let's jump into it. So this is the compact bag I'm using for my everyday carry system. It comes to us from Roaring Fire Gear. It's basically a sling bag. Some people might call it a fanny pack or a hip pack. I'll roll in some footage here so you can see it up close, but it's nicely made, low cost, and as always, I'll put links to all the items in this video down in the description section so you can check out that list if you want to learn more or purchase any of those items. But this bag is really comfortable. I've used sling bags or hip packs like this before, and they're a little bit clunky. This thing is it's a low profile bag and easy to carry, and it feels good when you have it slung across your chest. Right here on the front, you can see we've got hook and loop. I've got a couple patches there. On the back, we have a pocket. I'll show you what's in there in a minute. You got a fully adjustable strap, and you can see you've got those elastic bands so that for the extra strap, when you tighten it down, they're not flopping all over the place. It keeps it under control. You got a zippered pocket on the front here, and then 2 pieces of elastic webbing, and so you can slide gear in there if you want to do that as well. Now for me, everyday carry is about functionality. I'm not trying to live some pipe dream. I'm like, what do I need every single day for 99% of my life, not for some crazy bug out situation? So with that said, in the front pocket, check out what I have here. This is the ultimate tactical item. It's the Yuko Spork. All right, not super tactical, but super useful. If you ever go out anywhere and you get some food and then you don't have a spoon or a fork to eat it, that is a bummer. So I've got this with me in my EDC kit. These things are like maybe $3 or $4, super cheap, a great little item, and very lightweight. The other thing I keep in that front zipper pocket is a Cliff Bar, just to have some food when you're out and about in case you can't get home for lunch or you don't got money for maybe, having a full meal out. At least you got some food. So something that can give you a little nutrition and a pick-me-up during the day. So here's a look inside the bag. Let me break down these different items for you. First up, an item that you can take out if it's definitely not sunny out, but I try to keep these with me all the time. It's my sunglasses. These are great glasses from Magpul. I think I got them in a battle box a while ago, and I do keep them in that little pouch so they don't get scratched up. And as a quick note here, I almost always keep my phone in my pocket, so I don't put it in the bag. It's right on my person when I'm walking around. 2 non-negotiables for me when it comes to even my compact EDC. It's a knife and a flashlight. So we've got this knife from Benchmade. This is one of those cool kind of old school, just has the friction lock in the back, and then a very compact light from Nightcore. And the reason I chose this one over some other ones is that it's just super lightweight. So it's great to have something that's going to give you more light than your phone light. I don't ever bank on my phone light, but it's not a huge flashlight. And certainly you could put both of these into, your front 2 pockets if you have pockets on your pants. Maybe sometimes you're wearing like something that it's not going to be comfortable to have them in your front pockets, but knife and flashlight, non-negotiables when it comes to everyday carry. I almost forgot to talk about this, which is the Nextool W2. I love this compact little EDC friendly multi-tool. Back in the day, it was like the Skeletal is going to be your lightest weight multi-tool from Leatherman unless you get something really compact, but this thing's got a little bit of heft and it's very functional. So as you can see, pliers and wire cutters there. Phillips head here, flathead here, which is also a file. Over on this side, we've got a blade, Warncliffe style. And then you got this adjustable wrench, which obviously for a very small tool, that opens really nice and wide. And I do want to mention that the pliers are spring-loaded. Next up is the O-Pen Mini from Olight, and I always carry a pen and a pad of paper around. Yeah, you can take notes on your phone, but what if you have to sketch something? Generally, it's easy for me to do that on a piece of paper instead of on my phone. So I've always got this with me. I'll show you my writing pad in a minute. And then the other thing I have is this Theorem lighter. And the great thing about this is that it's compact. I love this gray color, but it's a lighting system that doesn't require the wheel to spin like your standard Zippo. I also find Zippos just leak fuel. They just do. With this thing, it has kept the fuel in it just for a long time. It's got a spark system to get it going, so I've always got a lighter ready to rock and roll. If you want to bring a ferro rod, you can, but ferro rod it's more of an outdoor tool for me, not necessarily a tool I'm going to have for everyday carry, especially if I'm in, downtown somewhere in a city, maybe I'm in Boston or New York. I don't want to carry a fire steel for fire. It's just an easier flame source than trying to use a fire steel in Manhattan. So that was all here in my bag. Now we're going to go over to this pouch here. In here we have a field notes pad for taking notes. I've already spoken of that. I've got my Bluetooth earphones, so if I'm out walking around doing something and I want to listen to a podcast or an audio book or some music, I can always do that. Whatever cord you need to charge your phone, bring a cord so you can do that. This is a little container of lip balm. And then 4 bright orange zip ties that you can use to repair things, whatever it might be. Nice to have something like this with you. And a lot of people know this already, but in case you don't, you can put 2 zip ties together and extend them. So I could put up to 4 of these together and make something really big, or I can just use 1 or 2, however I want to set it up. That's everything in the front pouch and the main section. Now in the back section, here's what I have here. I always want to keep my wallet up against my person, so that's why it's in the back section. So I've got my VanQuest wallet. I love this wallet. I've had it for a long time. The last one that I had, it basically fell apart eventually, and I just replaced it with a new one. And then I always carry cash with me. Cash is something that you want to have with you at all times. Yes, I know I use my debit cards or credit cards 95% of the time, but having cash is a great thing in case computers are down, if for some reason you can't pay with a card. Now, if I'm driving somewhere, I'm gonna have my car keys with me. I always bring my truck fob and also my wife's minivan fob, just in case we gotta swap out cars in the middle of the day. And as far as items, I've got a house key. I've got a very small Swiss Army knife, which has a pair of tweezers in there, which is great, as well as a toothpick, which I love having a toothpick. I've got a Griffin pry bar. This is one of those tiny little tools. You can hook that over your belt. It's just a great little pry bar to have with you. And then I've got one of these Olight flashlights on my keychain. Yes, I do have another flashlight in addition to the one on my phone, but this is always with me in case for some reason I don't have the other flashlight. And that's it, my compact everyday carry system. What do you carry every single day, especially if it's a more compact system? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for tuning in. Check out these other videos. We'll see you soon.